And I'll just ask you some general questions about CSP plants. So, what are the different types of CSP plants, and very briefly, how do they work?
Great, yeah. So, commercially known, very well known, there are 4 CSP plants. The parabolic trap, the one we have here, which use parabolic or mirrors which are shaped in parabola to concentrate the sun in a line, concentrated focal line. Sorry. The solar tower, which uses heliostats, so mirror faces, which concentrate the sun towards one point, where you have your usual receiver. The terminal system, which is something similar to this, stuff, but your mirrors are actually flat. Each have this, facets near each other, and the sterling dish, which is maybe still not yet considered as a version, but is also dish. Line where you have your sterling motor, electricity, can be also used for producing heat as well.
And I know you do a good job keeping up with the research, and you're a researcher at heart. What are there any trends in CSP that you could that in the past year or so that you feel like talking about?
Storage, of course. Now the storage is, let's say, the critical point of the technology. It's also the thing keeping it alive, which is giving it what we call the dispatchability. It can produce electricity even at night. There are some plants like Solar in Spain now which run 24-hour with sun radiation without burning any gas. So the storage is now a very critical one, but people now, because this technology now start to have to share from the market, people are also looking how we can optimize. Shams, we are working with Mazda Institute, for example, to introduce a new advanced distributed control system for the solar field. How we can make the solar field more clever, how we can give more controlling, say, permission to each collector itself, instead of having one main controller controlling the whole solar field. It's not an easy job, because anything you change in one collector affects other collectors, but I'm sure there's a huge potential to improve. Molten salt is another now thing people are looking at.
So just from those those modifications like you're discussing, you could bring down the cost of CSP
for sure.
Quite
First
a bit.
of all, the cost has been reduced. Maybe last year, if you remember, when we were discussing, we were talking only about PV has been reduced. CSP now has reduced. There's a lot of projects now going on in Morocco. There's projects going in South Africa.
And you're saying the average cost per kilowatt hour of CSP now seems to be between 20 and 25 cents per kilowatt hour.
From my last information I have, but some projects are less. It always depends on the project, the site, the technology they are using, let's say also the funding philosophy and so on. So
you guys are working a bit with Masdar Institute researchers, right? What kind of cooperation are you doing with them?
So we work with Masdar on different aspects. So one of the things is getting qualified resources from Masdar Institute. You already met my colleague Abdelaziz. Abdelaziz, he works with Masdar Institute. We have also other engineers from Masdar Institute working with us in the plant. They are working in different projects to optimize the generation of the plant. I can name projects like stabilization of sands, projects to study how to reduce the dust accumulation, and something you can see here also the solar plant, the solar station there, that side, small solar station. It's also a project by Masdar Institute with Total to study the weather and sun radiation and impact of cloud on sun radiation.
So it's not only a technical solution which can reduce the cost of electricity, but also the finance model can the subsidy from the government. A lot of things can help reducing the cost. One more important thing is how the CSP contractors and the suppliers are also cooperating.
Yeah.